Thank you so much. That video got me so pumped up. I am a huge fan of Rex Chapman, so this is a big honor for me. He's my idol, and so it's fun for me because I didn't play with Rex. I didn't coach him. I didn't grow up with him. I'm a fan of Rex. Rex Everett Chapman was born October 5th, 1967. I didn't need to write that down. I've known that since 1986. And there's a bunch of my friends over table 22 that know it too. We call each other every October 5th and wish each other a happy Rex Day. Now, for the youngsters out there that weren't born then or don't know what that time was like, and even for you that are my age and older, let me take you back. 1986, Rex was already a big star in the state of Kentucky. But it was a different time. There was no, internet mixtape, YouTube highlights. You didn't get to see a lot of him. It was rare. And so the myth was growing and growing. And he signed with Kentucky, and that year he came to Memorial Coliseum in February to play Henry Clay. 11,000 people in there. I mean, you couldn't fit a midget in. It was packed. Unbelievable. It was lines around to get in. And what we saw that day it changed our lives. Beatlemania, like where the kids, the British invasion, and you see those old tapes of those women fainting, and I know what they're feeling. I get it. That day was unbelievable. I mean, you came in, I'm geeking out, but his jumper, it was just so pretty. And then the athleticism, the dunking, the first play of that game, he went baseline, caught a oop, and dunked it. And we were all just like, oh my God, what is going on? It was like he was built in a basketball lab. He had everything. And better off, it was our lab. He was a Kentucky boy. It was perfect. And top it off, he had this unbelievable sense of the game that only comes from being a coach's son. So he had it all. So needless to say, we left that day. It changed our lives. I mean, and then he got to university, and I'm so sorry, Rex, because I was, and that table were amongst the minions that made your life awful here. Followed him around. We'd see him at like Fayette Mall. And it'd be like, you'd get a call. It's like, yeah, I got Rex. He's with Kenny Walker there in Fayette Mall. You repeat, this is not a test. This is not a test. 20 of us would drive in, just go to the mall and just kind of follow around, about 20 feet behind him. And the first time I ever talked to Rex, this is a true story, first time I ever spoke, conversation with Rex, and again, a lot of those guys were with me when this happened, and here's how it went. It's ringing. Oh, it's him. He answered. Hey, is this the owner of an IROC Z parked outside of Wildcat Lodge for sale by owner? Oh my God. Yeah, well, how many miles does it have on it? Well, one more question. If I buy the car, will you keep the REC, your initials, right under the handle? Hello? Hello? That's a true story. True story. So then Rex made it to the university, and obviously, I mean, you've just never seen a kid under the microscope like he was, and he handled it so well. It's got to be a big salute to his parents, who must have just done a wonderful job, because I would have been a jerk. There's no doubt about it. But he's unbelievable. Needless to say, he came into Kentucky, he scored 26 at Louisville his first year. He never let me down. He just never let me down. And then you saw all the highlights and what he did. And he left, had a great career in the NBA. And every point he made, that's what me as a boy, that's why I idolized him and loved him. And then getting so fortunate to grow up and then befriending your idol. And then I get to see that he's a wonderful guy. I get to see what a wonderful father he is to his kids, his 4 kids, son, 3 daughters. He dotes on them. He's still so patient every day. It's for 35, since he's 16. People have been asking him for pictures and autographs every day. And he is still just such a gentleman. And it's good to know that I picked my idol so wisely. And he still hasn't let me down. So it's my pleasure to introduce to the UK Hall of Fame, Mr. Rex Everett Chapman.